Farnham and 5th Street. On September 21, 1832, General Winfield Scott and Governor Reynolds of Illinois negotiated the Black Hawk Purchase with the Sacs, Foxes, and the Winnebagos. The treaty deeded 6 million acres to the Americans. The price per acre was 9 cents. The Patch, an Irish neighborhood established by residents who worked on the first railroad bridge to cross the Mississippi. This neighborhood extended from Iowa and Federal Streets to the Mississippi River. It became known as the Patch because of the vegetable gardens the residents grew in their yards. The Gannon home at 631 Farnham, Davenport, Iowa, was the residence of prominent lawyer, politician, and publisher M.V. Gannon. Mr. Gannon came to America in October 1866 after leading a group of young Irish patriots in liberating Fenian prisoners from Kilmaine Hall, Castle Kilrain. Upon arriving in the area, he was first employed as a teacher in Rock Island and later became the principal of St. Marguerite's Parochial School. He developed the first Catholic newspaper in this region, the Iowa Catholic Advocate, and contributed poetry and prose to other papers including the Rock Island Argus, St. Louis Western Watchman, and New York Freeman's Journal. In 1881, he became leader of the first Davenport branch of the Irish National Land League of America. 10 years later, he was chosen as president of the National Land League. Mr. Gannon was also elected as a member of Davenport's City Council and later became the district attorney. A skilled speaker, his passion for oration was best displayed when pleading the cause of Irish freedom. It was said of Michael Valentine Gannon that he was one of the most brilliant of the galaxy of brilliant orators who won over American public opinion to the support of the cause of the Emerald Isle for freedom. The Sharon Home. Fred B. Sharon and brother Thomas arrived in Davenport, Iowa in 1882. Together they published the Iowa Catholic Messenger, which Thomas had established a few months prior to the move. Upon the death of Thomas in 1888, Fred took over the management, a tenure he held for 50 years. Under his leadership, the Messenger became recognized as an outstanding religious publication, including not only religious information, but Irish and German nationalistic writings. In 1931, Pope Pius XI conferred the rank of Knight of St. Gregory on Mr. Sharon, primarily for his work on the Messenger. Known as an astute businessman, he was the incorporator of many banking institutions. Among these were the Home Building Loan and Savings Association, Union Savings Bank, and Citizens Trust. He was also the incorporator of the Hibernian Hall Association and charter member of the Ancient Order of Hibernians, Loras Council, Knights of Columbus, and Pellamorg's Court Catholic Order of Foresters. In 1913, President Woodrow Wilson appointed him Davenport's postmaster, a position he held for nearly 9 years. Mr. Sharon also served as vice president of the Roman Catholic Mutual Protective Society of Iowa and organizer of the Good Samaritans. In his private life, Fred B. Sharon was an active member of Sacred Heart Cathedral. A prolific businessman, civic leader, an esteemed resident of Davenport, he made his home at 728 Farnham Street. Mr. Sharon died on July 10, 1949, and is buried in Mount Calvary Cemetery. Sacred Heart Roman Catholic Cathedral, 422 East 10th Street. In 1856, Antoine Leclerc offered a parcel of land for the construction of a new Catholic church in Davenport, which he eventually funded in total. The new church was to be built at the top of Cork Hill, an area between 6th and 13th Streets named for the many residents originating from County Cork, Ireland. Because so many Catholic residents attended the church, it was often referred to as Cork Hill Cathedral. However, the 40 by 80-foot wood structure was formally named St. Marguerite's after Marguerite Leclerc, wife of Antoine Leclerc, and St. Margaret of Scotland. In 1859, a school was started on the grounds. The 1880s was a productive decade for the cathedral. In 1881, the first bishop of the new diocese in Iowa, John McMullen, from County Down, Ireland, chose St. Margaret's as his cathedral. 10 years later, St. Margaret's underwent a name change, becoming Sacred Heart of Jesus, the first cathedral in the United States to be so called. Pope Leo XIII permitted the name change, providing a chapel be erected and dedicated to St. Margaret of Scotland. As the 1880s drew to a close, a new cathedral was built of Bedford stone in the authentic Gothic style. An addition was also made to the church school, which has operated in its present state since 1915. It is here that St. Ambrose University of Davenport, Iowa, had its beginning, before moving to its present site. Original St. Ambrose College. In 1882, Bishop John McMullen, born in Ballynahinch, County Down, wanted a place to begin a college. The pastor of St. Margaret's Parish, Father Henry Cosgrove, offered 2 rooms in his parish grade school. There, on September 4th, 1882, St. Ambrose Seminary opened when 30 boys walked through the doors to be greeted by Father A.J. Schulte and Mr. Joseph Halligan, the first teachers at St. Ambrose. From these beginnings, St. Ambrose University was born. St. Ambrose remained on this site until 1885, when it moved to its current location on West Locust Street.